Alright, we're going to start out by opening up a virtual copy here of Windows XP. We'll load it onto that. It's going to start boot off of a CD, ophcrack, the live CD version. Just got that ISO loaded. We're going to start this up, get it started, while I explain a little bit more about what's going on. We'll just make this full screen here real quick. Bring this over. Yep. Alright. That's going to get started up here for us. Good. Now, I've loaded this copy of XP with 12 usernames and passwords. You'll notice some of them are easy, some of them are more difficult. Ones I'm highlighting here all have special characters. We won't be able to crack those today because of the table that I'm using. But we'll talk about that in a second. Here's the ophcrack website. You see it uses rainbow tables, works on OSs of various sorts. Got the live CD version, which we'll be using today. And let's take a look at the tables. The table we're going to be using is the XP Free Small. You'll notice it can crack passwords up to 14 characters in length. The special one, the one we're not using today, if you'll notice here, can use special characters, including the space character. There's Vista tables, which we're not using today as well. Some of them are quite large, but this can be loaded onto a flash drive. We'll take a look at why we're not using the special, because it is $99, and I'm just not going to be paying that today. We'll minimize this because the ophcrack should be loading up by now. Yep, here it comes. And just a little bit about this. If I were to burn this onto a CD, pop it into any CD drive that is meant to boot off of it, we could start this up, or I could load this onto a flash drive and boot off the flash drive and do the same thing. That's kind of why physical security is an important thing. Make this a little larger so it's a little easier to see. Automatically grabbed the LM and NT hashes here. Don't really need to look at these, but that's actually what it's going to be cracking today. You'll notice all of the user accounts there, including the guest, support, and help assistance, which we won't be cracking today. Here are the tables. It loads these small tables all into RAM. Makes it a lot quicker. Today we're using 814 megs of RAM, a little less than a gig. You notice it shows a little elapsed time there, and we'll come back a little later. Alright, we're back here, and looks like we've got 4 minutes and 20 seconds into it, and we've got a couple of passwords already. We're still waiting on, I think, Fanny's account here, but let's take a look. Looks like our passwords are correct here. Got Alice as the right number, Bill, yep, Clyde's account. Looks like we got the random letters, the dictionary words, and even one with capitals and numbers in it. Should be pretty good. As I said before, we're probably not going to be able to pick up Hal, Israel, Jay, or Dale's account password because we're using the smaller table that does not include the special characters. So that's where we're at, and I'll be coming back when we've got a few more passwords. Alright, here we are at 7.5 minutes. Looks like we've got all the passwords cracked that we're going to get cracked with this table, being that we don't have the special characters. It's looking pretty good here, and we can stop this up then. We'll take a look at some of the statistics, which really only be important for those who do this a lot. Notice some interesting stuff here, if that's the sort of thing you care about. Preferences, notice you can have more processors, all sorts of other fun stuff there. We're going to look at the tables. As I said before, if I wanted to load the tables in, I could do that from this screen here and load those tables in, and we could have cracked with those tables. I'm going to shut this down here, and this would be a good point to mention that physical security is very important. As you see, within 7 minutes, I could crack pretty much any password on your desktop, XP desktop, and that's about that. I'm going to bring up the website here again so you can take a look. Program is ophcrack. You can have a live CD version or download the standalone version for any platform. Have a great day.